What is up, guys? By the Small Dragon here for another video once again on the SBC League. Here you'll see right in front of me a team list. You'll see Sylveon, Galade, M, Cresselia, etc. We're making our first team building video. This is for Absol. I forget his team name, honestly. It's the LA Latios. Sorry about that, Absol. And the only reason we're making a team building for this person specifically is because we put a lot of time preparing for him, like a lot. And second of all, he's my best friend in the league. Like, he's the person I make my team with and stuff like that. So we're just gonna go ahead and make a team building video in tribute to him. So you can see he has a Sylveon, which he actually likes to bring Choice Specs, Life Orb. He likes to bring an offensive Sylveon. Galade, he has Cresselia, which is a big threat to us. I'll show you my entire team list real soon. Then he has Donphan, his only spinner. He has Darmanitan, but he can't use that yet. It's actually a trade. Sorry about that. Then he has Miss Magus, he has Tornadus, he has Dragalge, Bisharp, Cobalion, Porygon 2. He just has a whole ton of threats. And honestly, the thing I'm most scared of is that Sylveon, because we're extremely fairy weak on our team. We only have like a couple of resistances, and we have Hydreigon, which is like quad weak, so there's no way it's taking a hit. He has the Bisharp, which we can deal with. We have, yeah, we can deal with it. We'll be fine with that. We have Lopunny for that. Then we have Cresselia, which can wall our Victini. It can take a V-Crate from a Scarf Victini and Moonlight stall me to death. So that's just like, wow. It's amazing. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and show you my team. Let's scroll over here. There we are. So I have Lopunny, we have Victini, Hydreigon, Fortress, Hitmontop, Quagsire. We have Goodra, Excadrill, Hippowdon, and forget Roserade and Alomomola. Those are replaced by Slowking and Cinccino, because this is week 3 and the trades just got officialized for week 3. So yeah, we don't have the Roserade and Goodra yet, but since we're in week 4 now, I do have them, so I can't use those yet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get over here. We have the Hydreigon. That's the first Pokemon we're gonna bring, and I'll show you real quick why. We're bringing Life Orb with a weird EV spread of 192 speed, so that it can outspeed something. I forget what exactly. Actually, is that it? Yeah. I have a little thing I made here with all the speeds of all his Pokemon, and with 308 speed we can outspeed his Roserade. So that must have been it. I wanted to outspeed his Roserade since I was pretty close, and I wouldn't max speed it because I wouldn't be outspeeding anything else. There's no point. So I invested a bit in HP. I gave it max special attack, but I gave it Timid. And we gave it Dark Pulse, Draco Meteor, Flash Cannon, Flamethrower. And let's go ahead and scroll back to his team over here. There you go. You can see that the Sylveon gets hit by the Flash Cannon. The Galade dies after rocks to a Draco. Cresselia gets hit hard as fuck by that Dark Pulse if he's max physical defense. Then for Donphan, we don't have much in specific, but I mean Draco will take it out if it's not sturdy anymore. Porygon 2 actually walls this set pretty hard, so we'd have to switch. Then there's Cobalion, we have Flamethrower, Bisharp, we have Flamethrower, Dragalge, we have Draco. Tornadus, we have, I mean, we just have really good coverage on this Hydreigon, and Life Orb makes it hit so hard. And, yeah, that's our Hydreigon. It's just a really simple Life Orb set. Next up, we have the Hippowdon. And why are we bringing the Hippowdon? Well, let's go back to this team list over here. So he has Donphan, he has Cobalion, he has Bisharp, he has, Galade. Hippowdon walls all of these Pokemon 100%. There is nothing that any of these Pokemon can bring to hurt me. So the set that we brought was a pretty much max defense, but we gave a little bit of investment in special defense so that we can take a Grass Knot from a Tornadus and hit it with a Toxic or whatever, just in case we got in a little bit of a sticky situation, because Tornadus is really scary to our team. And yeah, so we just brought max physical defense Hippowdon with Yawn, Toxic, Slack Off, and Earthquake. We brought Yawn because we knew that if we brought Hippowdon, he'd be switching out into something to counter it. So he'd go ahead and just Yawn it, and that was it. He'd have to switch out unless he wanted to be put to sleep. We have Earthquake because he has so many steel types and so many just ground resistances. Toxic we have for the Galade, I think it was, and Slack Off just to stall a little bit. And that's just another really basic set, nothing special. So next up, we have, let's go with Excadrill. And we bought Excadrill, again, because he has a huge ground weakness on his team. Excadrill kills everything, except the Cresselia, who really does wall me, but the good thing about that is Cresselia cannot touch me. Cannot touch me. He can bring HP Water, HP Fire, whatever he wants to bring. HP Water would probably be smarter, but yeah, he just really cannot touch this Excadrill. And especially in the sand, I outspeed everything, even Choice Scarfers. I made sure that I outspeed a Choice Scarf, Cobalion, just to make sure. So I gave it 192 speed, with max attack, 252 adamant, and a little bit of HP investment so I can take those hits just a little bit better. We also gave it Iron Head and Earthquake, just because it's perfect coverage really. We don't need anything else. The Iron Head flinches, the Earthquake just kills everything. Just really powerful. Excadrill, this is what makes it great. Iron Head and Earthquake. Next up there's Rapid Spin, and we brought Rapid Spin because we don't want our Victini, which of course we brought, to be taking Stealth Rocks every time it comes in. And it's really that simple. We don't want Stealth Rocks. If we could see a good opportunity to Rapid Spin, we'll just go ahead and do it. Next up, there's Sword Dance, just so that if we do just so happen to get stuck in that Cresselia Excadrill matchup, we're gonna Sword Dance up, we're gonna hit it with an Iron Head, and we're gonna win. That's as simple as that. And yeah, that's just another really simple Excadrill set. It really does have perfect coverage for his entire team. Is there anything that does Whelmy on his entire team? I don't think there's anything, like... No, there's really nothing. Maybe that Donphan at full HP, but that's pretty much it. Swords Dance really takes care of everything. So next up, we're gonna go for Victini, of course. And we brought a Choice Band Victini because he is a really slow team. Yeah, we gave our Victini enough speed to outspeed 208. We are at 316. Where is it? Right, we gave it enough speed so that we can V-Crate on his switch into Cresselia, who has 206 speed. We can V-Crate. After the -1 speed, we'd still be able to outspeed and get another V-Crate if he had no EV investment. So yeah, we'd be able to kill that Cresselia with our Choice Band Victini V-Crate. It's insane. This Victini is freaking powerful. Choice Band is amazing, and Victory Star makes it so I just cannot miss. We also outspeed a Glade with this set, and that's what's just so great about it. Trick Choice Band, just in case. I mean, we won't be using it. Pretty much all we'll use is V-Crate. We really do not need anything except V-Crate for this guy's team. But I mean, just I guess filler moves, just in case the situation calls. So I explained the speed. We gave it max attack, but we had to give it Jolly so that it could have the speed that I needed. And finally, just some little HP bolts. So that was it. That's a really simple Victini set. Choice Band destroys absolutely everything. His only possible switch-ins are his Donphan, who takes 80% from a V-Crate, and Cresselia, who takes 56 it was with Choice Band. So yeah, he does not have anything to switch into a Victini, especially when he has slow Pokemon like Sylveon, Cresselia, Donphan, Porygon. Cobalion's pretty fast. But yeah, it's just really like... Victini has perfect coverage for his team, so that's why we're bringing it. V-Crate is insane. Next up, we have our last two Pokemon. We're gonna go for the Fortress, and this is one of my interesting sets. We have two interesting sets this game. We have the Fortress with the Custap Berry, Sturdy. So we can take a hit, set up rocks. If we get down to Sturdy, then we have Custap, we can set up spikes. If we're under 25%, we can set up spikes, we can do whatever. You can notice here though, the Endure. That's gonna be really interesting. The reason I gave it Endure is that he does have Pokemon like the Sylveon might have HP Fire, Glade could have Fire Punch, I'm pretty sure, HP Fire Cresselia, Porygon can have, I don't know, some fire move, I don't know really, but like, just Tornadus gets Heat Wave, I'm pretty sure. He just has a lot of fire coverage that if we Endure, take the hit, we can still set up our Stealth Rock, even if we're slower, even if we should have died, like, imagine we're at 50%, we take a Heat Wave, we'd be dead, there would be no Stealth Rocks up. But if we Endure, we take the hit, live at 1 HP, our Custap's going to be able to activate next turn and set up the Stealth Rocks or the Spikes or even the Toxic Spikes, which does hit him good majority of his team. I think it's like 6. So like the other half is all Steel and Flying. So that's great. Fortress, we gave it max Special Defense. The reason we gave it max Special Defense was because... Why did we give it max Special Defense? Because Sylveon. Hyper Voice Specs. He really likes bringing that. For 2 matches now, he's bringing Life Orb and Choice Specs Sylveon. So Fortress max Special Defense can take a hit if it's Choice Specs, but we can't take another one if it's Life Orb Fire or HP Fire. So that's why we gave him max Special Defense. We really did not need max Defense. Special Defense was the way to go. And we have one last Pokemon left to show you guys. This is my pride and joy of this match. I actually fucked up a little bit, I feel. I probably should change this. We're bringing Rest Chesto Berry. We're bringing the Gooey ability this time around. We're bringing Earthquake, Toxic, and Counter. Now this here is my pride of this match. So he has the Tornadus here, you know? Tornaduses tend to be mixed with knockoff, U-turn, Hurricane. It gets a couple of coverage moves, including Grass Knot. So Goodra is made to switch into a Grass Knot, a Hurricane, whatever it is. Next turn, since Goodra is usually a special wall, we expect Absol to go for the knockoff. Probably the knockoff. Maybe the U-turn and switch out. No matter what though, we go for the counter and hit him back for, depending on what moves he goes for really, but even if he U-turns out, we're going to get a nice like 50-60% on that, on whatever's coming in. It's just, the counter is really good to deal with that Tornadus. And we're bringing Rest Chesto just to heal up, just in case. It saved us in that match versus Master Ball, so that's why we're bringing Resto Chesto. We're bringing EQ because he has so many ground weaknesses. And finally we have Toxic just to, just a Toxic whatever, honestly. Like, if we want to predict a switch into Sylveon and we don't like that, we want to Toxic it, there goes the Toxic. We want to Toxic the Tornadus so that it, the Regenerator is kind of like, doesn't do anything, you know? He comes in on rocks, he takes toxic damage, and that's it. His Regenerator isn't helping him whatsoever. So that's why. And we also brought a weird set so that we can take a Hurricane at like 30%. We can take knockoffs and U-turns at like 30%, and that's our set. That's why we brought this Goodra. And Goodra's really, I think it's going to do some work this game. So is Victini, definitely, and Excadrill. Those are going to be the three main Pokemon this game. Fortress, if we can just so manage to get up all these hazards, and he doesn't bring Donphan to spin away, it's GG. Like, the hazards this game are going to be so important. Yeah, Hippowdon's going to wall everything, and then Hydreigon just has some really nice coverage for slower mons, and that's why we're bringing everything here. So yeah guys, thanks for watching, good luck to Absol on this match, and that's it. So I'll come back to you in a little bit with the match we're about to fight actually. So yeah, good luck to the Sentries. We're gonna win this. Alright guys, I will see you next time.